Hi class. Today we're going to be discussing the growth of labor unions. National labor unions were developed to protect workers. They were first formed in the 1860s, and the first national labor union was quickly unsuccessful. It did leave a legacy, however, and it raised an awareness to working conditions and problems. Unions use collective bargaining, which is negotiating as a group for higher wages or better working conditions. The Knights of Labor was founded in 1869 and was open to workers of any trade. Women and African Americans were included too. They wanted worker-owned factories and were more demanding in terms of management. After a number of failed strikes, the Knights had largely disappeared. Many Knights abandoned the Union for a new rival. The American Federation of Labor, or AFL, was a union formed to protect workers' rights. While other unions were heavily involved in politics, the AFL focused on getting higher wages for workers, better working conditions, and more control over the actual job. Mother Harris, or Mother Jones, was a woman who fought tirelessly for the cause of the working person. After losing her entire family in a flu epidemic, Mother Jones traveled to many industrial cities. If there was a strike on hand, Mother Jones was there to help organize support and act as a cheerleader. She was an advocate for workers' rights right up until the day she died at age 100. Employers did not like people like Mother Jones or unions. Unions create big problems for them because their number one goal is to make money, and unions cost bosses money to make the workers happy. For example, if workers work less hours, that means less money for the employers. If the workers are going to get paid more, that means less money for the employers. If the employers have to improve working conditions, that costs them money. These are things that upset employers because they don't want their workers to have power. Therefore, they don't want their workers in unions. Bosses went to great lengths to stop their workers from being in a labor union, and it became difficult. Bosses made workers sign yellow dog contracts, which were, if you want to work for me, you have to sign this, and that says that you won't be a part of a union. They also found people to replace striking workers, which were called scabs. So that concludes my presentation. A question I want you to take away is, are happy workers better workers? Could unions and happy workers benefit the employer? I hope you learned a lot, guys. See you in class. Bye.